Hey, guys, we are back. I hope we're back. Second time lucky, never, ever work with kids, pets, or a dodgy Wi-Fi connection. So, guys, we're back after dropping off the Wi-Fi connection last night. I promised you I would jump in with episode 5 of the Property Sourcing Show this morning. So here I am. I hope that it works this time. Let's kick today's session off. Can I just add, guys, to say that I am absolutely loving doing the Property Sourcing Show. It's definitely become a passion of mine. I look forward to it every week, and I hope that you guys do too. Remember, guys, the premise of the Property Sourcing Show is for me to show up every single week to give you guys bite-sized, actionable pointers that you can take away and implement on your property sourcing, deal packaging, or property investment journey, okay? So remember, guys, I am forever hammering home the fact that information is great, but the magic 100% is in the implementation. So, guys, let's kick off today's session, which is going to center around the 2 things that you need to focus on right now to try and find that first deal. What I want to caveat, guys, is I am going to operate today's session on the premise that you have already found your investor. If you have not yet found your investor, you're making me want to cry inside. You should not be trying to source property deals when you have no investors, when you don't know what you're looking for, when you have no shopping list. So for the premise of today's session, I'm going to assume that you have an investor on board and you're now trying to get a deal. If you don't have an investor on board, that does need to be your first step. Okay, so how can I find that first deal? Where is best to start? I totally get it, guys. Okay, at the early stages of your journey, it seems like it's taken an age to find that first property deal. I get it. I was once there. It feels like you're constantly swimming against the tide, like there is no respite, like you are pushing a stone up a hill. I want to caveat to you, this is completely fucking normal and it's just part of the process. So you're going to have to get used to that little bit of pain before you can get the pleasure at the other side. Okay, contrary to popular belief, guys, property sourcing, property investment, it's not easy. It's not easy, okay? Do not believe the hype that the masses will tell you. This is hard work, okay? It requires a ferocious work ethic. It requires an even stronger mindset. If it were easy, guys, everybody would be doing it, okay? The fact is, everybody's not doing it. Although I get to you right now in your journey, when you're looking around, it seems as though everybody is doing it and everybody's doing it better than you. That's just your mind playing tricks on you. You need to get that in check. You need to reset, and let's get kicking off. Okay, the secret is, guys, that once you get your momentum going, your deal pipeline flowing, then the rewards are so worth it, okay? The rewards that you get once you get that momentum going, once you find your mojo, you know, those are the type of things that can turn your life around. And take it from someone like me who used property sourcing as the entry route on their journey in property investment. Property sourcing turned my life around. And I don't say that flippantly, and I don't say that as a oh, here we go story. Property sourcing turned my life around. If you knew my life 3.5 years ago versus my life today, it would be like night and day, okay? So it works, guys, but only if you do too, okay? This is not McDonald's. There will be no fast food entry route. On that note, guys, let's dive straight into today's session. For the ease of understanding, guys, I'm going to do my best to strip it back to the beginning of the process, for the benefit of everyone who tunes into the session or listens to the replay, okay? I get that our community in Property Sourcing Made Simple has a range of experience levels. I get that. But I did run a poll inside our group on Monday, and I asked for feedback on the stage that most of our guys are at, and it would seem that the majority of the community are in their first 0 to 6 months of their property journey. Okay, so it is important that when I do the show that I be mindful that not everyone has foundational level knowledge, okay? Let's get one thing straight off the bat, guys. If you are taking a wing it approach, if you are taking a Let's see what sticks approach, a scattergun approach with your attempts to find that first deal. Then you are wasting your time. That I can assure you. If you are sticking your finger in the air and seeing what way the wind blows and going with that, you're fucking getting it wrong, okay? So if you're dabbling a little bit with direct to vendor, if you're dabbling a little bit with postcards, if you're dabbling a little bit with leaflet drops, a little bit with Gumtree, a little bit with Facebook, buy and sell, bandit boards, estate agents, letting agents, if you are doing all these things, but with a half-assed sprinkle of effort, okay? If you are doing them all half-assed, non-committal, then you are not building yourself a property business. You are building yourself the hope that you will strike it lucky once. That's exactly what you're doing. So let's avoid the hope that you're going to get lucky, and let's build certainty into your business. It's the only way to get what you need to do, to get where you need to be, is to remove chance and replace it with certainty, okay? Let's start with the obvious, guys. Maybe it's not so obvious to you. I don't know, okay? But if you're really, really new to the property sourcing or deal packaging game, I won't be presumptuous to say that this is obvious. That would be arrogant of me, and I don't want to come across that way. So I'm conscious that I'm trying to strip this back. The first place that you need to start is to nail down your investment patch, often referred to as the gold mine area in the industry, as though you will find pots of gold and leprechauns in your fucking investment patch. That won't happen. I hate the term gold mine area. I much prefer the term investment patch. That's what we're going to stick with, okay? You need to nail down your investment patch. You need to nail down the strategy which you will source in your investment patch, okay? On that note, I suggest that when you are starting out your property sourcing journey, in the first 0 to 12 months, that you keep your investment patch or leprechaun dancing gold mine area within 30 to 40 minutes of your home base. What I have seen with people that I work with behind the scenes is that they try to pick an investment patch that is maybe an hour away from their home, that's maybe an hour and a half away from their home. Here's the reality. When that's the case, you're much less likely to attend regular viewings because you can't be asked, because it becomes a hassle to get to these places. So let's keep it really, really easy, guys, okay? Your investment patch / gold mine area, I'm rolling my eyes, should be within 30 to 45 minutes of your home base to make it easy and accessible for you. You then need to nail down the strategy that you're going to source in your patch, okay? That you would like to source, not that anyone else would like you to source. What do you want to source? Is it buy to let? Is it HMO? Is it flips? Whatever it might be, okay? Side note, and I'm incredibly passionate about this. Pick one strategy, okay, which you would like to source. One, no more. Learn it, practice it, do it, okay? Only then, when you have nailed that strategy to the wall, should you think about incorporating a second strategy to your skill set, okay? Remember, guys, a jack of all trades is a master of none. You want to be known as the master in your area and the master in your strategy, okay? I have lost count. This is the truth. I have lost count of the amount of conversations that I have had with some of the mentees inside my mastermind group who have been trying to spin 2, 3, 4 different strategies at one time. And then they're wondering why they're actually not getting anywhere, because they've bitten off more than they can chew. Okay, you don't know where to begin to find these deals because you're trying to source 6 different strategies for 6 different investors. So take it from me, pick one strategy and nail it down. So what area are you sourcing in? What strategy are you choosing to source for? I have also, guys, had conversations with people both inside my mastermind program and people outside the mastermind program who have said things like, yeah, I've got 6 investors right now wanting to work with me, and they're all looking for different things. One's looking for HMOs, one's looking for buy-to-lets, one's looking for flips. Big mistake, guys. Huge mistake. That's actually a line from my favorite film. Unintentional, but it is a line from my favorite film. Bonus points if you can guess the film. Okay, I'm digressing. My point being, guys, that you cannot have 6, 8, 10 different investors who want 6, 8, 10 different strategies. This is sourcing suicide, okay? And it will end in tears. That I can guarantee you. So what do we do instead? Well, it's really, really, really quite simple, guys, okay? I want you to source a strategy that you are interested in. One that intrigues you, okay? One that excites you. One that you have an interest in. One that if you were to invest one day yourself, this would be the preferred strategy that you would like to invest in. Okay, so take me for an example in this scenario, guys. When I first began sourcing, my end goal, the bigger goal, was always to start and grow my own buy-to-let portfolio. Okay, so it made sense for me to source buy-to-let properties in my area because I enjoyed the learning curve, because it allowed me to get to know my area inside out, because I would then know what I should be looking for when the time came for me to start building my own portfolio. And so when that moment arrived, 14 months into my property sourcing journey, that's exactly what I did. I sourced buy-to-let for about 14 months before I moved on to becoming the investor, growing my own buy-to-let portfolio. I've since branched out into HMO, serviced accommodation, flips. Most recently, we're hoping to secure a commercial project where we're running the numbers on that right now. But I did not start with these strategies. I picked one strategy in my area. I became the master of that, and I want you to do that too. It's really, really important that you do that. Guys, once you have nailed down your area and your preferred strategy, the next logical step in the process, and it is a logical step in the process, is to pick 2 or maybe 3, preferably 2, let's not make this overwhelming, methods for which you would like to gather lead flow, deal flow, okay? Pipeline flow. Not 6 ways of marketing, not 8 ways of marketing, not 10 ways of marketing. Much like our strategies, we only want to refine it, okay? So all we need to do to kick this off is pick 2 or 3 channels of lead generation. Now let me make this even easier for you guys. One of these channels for your lead generation, absolutely non-negotiably, I will not have anything said against this, has to be estate agents. So if you're picking 2 channels for lead generation, for deal flow, one of them has to be agents. Yes, I get that the market is hot right now. Yes, I get that estate agents are sometimes being arrogant, more arrogant than usual. True, okay? Because they are getting obscene offers over asking price at the moment. Yes, I get that some of them may not have much interest in getting to know you right now, but, and it's a big, big but, guys, the market that we find ourselves in at the moment will not last forever, okay? But the relationships and the rapport that you build now with estate agents, you know, if you remain consistent with it, and that's what I really want to hammer home, if you remain consistent with it, it will pay off. It will pay off. It will produce fruit. I have made, and I've made no secret of this, I have made estate agents a central, pivotal role in my property journey, okay? I got to know 2 or 3 really well. You don't need 5, you don't need 10. 2 or 3 in your area really, really well. Nurtured the relationships with them. I stayed front and center in their minds, okay? And it paid off. It paid off. Of all the deals that I've ever done in the last 3.5 months, either sourced or for my own portfolio or joint venture partnerships, all of them with the exception of 4, and well, in our latest off market has come not via. So all with the exception of 5 have come to me via estate agents. 5, okay? So of all the deals I've ever done, all of them, with the exception of 5, have ever come from estate agents, okay? So it is worth making a huge focus on your lead generation. On that note, if you have not grabbed my free ebook on how to work with estate agents to supercharge your property sourcing journey, guys, I dropped the link for you to grab a copy below today's show. Give it a read. It's totally free, but it's packed with lots of useful information on how you can work with estate agents to really supercharge your property sourcing journey, okay? Give it a read. Let me know. The link will be in the comments section. Now, the other one of the 2 lead generation channels that I would recommend would definitely, at this stage, be direct outreach. So that's your direct mail. That's specifically targeting houses that have been on the market for, let's say, 90 days or more. In this market, in the market that we currently find ourselves in, if a property has been on the market for 90 days or more, then there is a reason why that property is not selling. It could be that it is overpriced. It could be that it needs a ridiculous amount of work. Okay, so properties, target, direct outreach, direct mail, 90 days on the market or more, hit them up. Okay, specifically targeting houses in your area which look like they are in need of some TLC, houses in your area which look like they are empty. You know, get on your FBI hat, try and find out who these people are, but do it via direct outreach. By choosing this lead generation strategy, guys, you are instantly narrowing down your focus, which makes for a much more streamlined and less overwhelming approach of where you need to be putting your efforts. Okay, if you're relatively new to the journey, and I am assuming that many of you are certainly within the first 0 to 6 months, I don't believe that you need to be spending money on Facebook ads. I just don't. It's simply not required when you do the other 2 lead generation strategies that I spoke of really well. And when I say really well, what I mean by that is consistently. Okay? The fact is, guys, Facebook ads, newspaper ads, paid marketing is fucking expensive. And I think it would be fair to say, I could be wrong, but I think it would be fair to say that you would at least like to have had one deal pulled over the line, money in the bank for your services before you consider paid advertising. I could be wrong. If cash flow is not an issue for you, if money is flowing freely, if you have some excess cash to deploy, sure, put it into a paid ad strategy. But my focus would be very heavy on estate and letting agents. I have never, ever, ever had to pay for paid ads to find my property deals, ever, in 3.5 years, not once. So take it from me. I don't believe that this is an essential strategy that you need. Yes, I believe it can be useful if you're looking to scale. Yes, I can believe it can be useful when you are generating a certain amount per month and you have that excess cash to put into your marketing budget, but you don't need paid ads to get your first deal. You don't even need paid ads to get your first 10 if you do what I've told you correctly and consistently here tonight. So if I want to take it back, guys, okay? You absolutely, if you're choosing the likes of direct outreach, and by that I mean the direct mail, okay? We've all heard of direct to vendor, that's what I mean. Then make it easy for yourself, guys. Don't feel the need to sit down and write a gazillion, million, trillion, billion direct to vendor letters on a Sunday night and, you know, lick and seal 700,000 envelopes and buy 49 million stamps on a Sunday. That's not what I'm telling you to do. Make it easy for yourself. Make it bite size, okay? When it's bite size, it becomes manageable. When it's manageable, it's easy to do. When it's easy to do, you do it more often. When it's easy to do, you do it consistently. So send maybe 10, 15, 20 letters a week, but do it every week. That's what's going to make the difference, okay? The key to lead generation, guys, whatever channel you choose, the key to lead generation, whether it's estate agents, letting agents, direct mail, paid ads, the key will always be consistency, okay? It will be the consistency in what you do in your lead generation, which will reap and generate results, okay? So you need to be in contact with your agents consistently to reap rewards. If you choose paid marketing, which I don't think you should right now, then you need to be consistent with that also to see results. The key is in consistency. Have I said the word consistency enough? I think so. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. It doesn't have to be hard. It's really not rocket science. There is a simple blueprint for this. You can follow it, but the real emphasis has to be put on the implementation, okay? And I cannot say that enough, guys. So I can give you the hints. I can give you the tips. I can give you the tricks, the tools that will help you on this journey. But the reality is, guys, it is the doing of what I tell you that will produce results, okay? It is the doing of what I tell you that will produce results. I did a live, I could be doing with some water. I did a live on my personal Facebook page, I think it was maybe Monday. And it was about the 3 funnels that every property sourcer, deal packager, or indeed property investor needs in their business, okay? And by funnel, I mean lead generation. Okay, so if you think of a funnel like this, you need your leads coming in at the top of your funnel to flow down through, so you can filter out what is a hot lead and what is, you know, worth kicking to the curb. Okay, now the three funnels that I spoke of were the content marketing. Okay, so that is your direct mail, that is your direct outreach to direct vendors. You know, then we've got your paid marketing funnel, which is your Facebook ads, which is your leafleting, which is your paid for marketing. But I do not believe that if you have not yet got that first deal or even that first 5, I don't believe that you need paid marketing funnel in your lead generation. Okay. And finally, the third funnel that I spoke of for lead generation for deals is partnerships. So partnerships in this is your estate agents, it is your letting agents, it is the relationships that you build with a view to working together for a mutual beneficial outcome. Focus on these 2 out of the 3 essential funnels to find that first deal, guys. Okay, so focus on your content marketing in the form of direct mail consistently. Focus on 2, building partnerships. Okay, that's your partnership funnel in the form of estate agents and letting agents, and maintain them consistently. It's not rocket science. Now, yes, as you get further along in your journey and you get more creative, you can try new methods. So at the moment, I have the guys inside my mastermind group trying out some new methods of lead generation by targeting specific organizations. Okay, so that's a difference. It's not individuals, we're targeting organizations inside the mastermind group at the moment. So we tweak our letters, we tweak how they're written, we tweak who they are addressed to, we tweak how we present our pitch. But if you're struggling to find a deal right now, if you're just getting started, keep it really simple. You don't need to look at the creative strategies right now. Follow my advice on tonight's session. So let's recap. 1, nail down your area, your investment patch, your gold mine area. Nail it down. 2, nail down your strategy that you are interested in and not what you believe the masses are interested in. Stick to that one strategy and one strategy only. 3, choose 2 forms of preferred lead generation, but make sure that at least one of them is working with agents, okay? Number 4, remain consistent in your efforts for whatever strategy you choose by committing to doing them weekly, not bi-weekly, not every 3rd week, not every month, weekly, okay? 5, keep the faith because the results will come. That, guys, brings me to the end of today's session. I am hoping that the Wi-Fi connection has held out. I am in bad need of a glass of water. As you've probably guessed, I like to talk, okay? But let me know, guys, has today's session been helpful? Let me know in the comments what you liked. Let me know in the comments what you didn't like. Keep it, you know, relatively PC. Don't try to hurt my feelings too much. I'm just joking. I'm pretty thick-skinned. But, you know, let me know what your key takeaways were. Let me know if it's helped. If you like what we do here, guys, every Wednesday night, but I get that it's Thursday morning right now, and if you want to progress on in your journey and you feel like you can benefit from a like-minded network around you, from having a safe space to ask questions, have them answered, you know, join people who have walked the same path as you. You know, if you could benefit from monthly expert trainings and accountability, then my members club at Property Sourcing Made Simple might be for you. If you feel you need more one-on-one support, if you feel you need more hand-holding on your journey by somebody who is notorious for cracking the whip, okay? If you need somebody who can help you, you know, swerve the inevitable fuck-ups, then my mastermind group might be something that you could benefit from. You can find out more about either of these, the Members Club or my mastermind program, by shooting me a PM on Facebook. That's it for another week, guys. It is a pleasure seeing you. As always, I'll be back next Wednesday with episode 6 of the Property Sourcing Show. Have a fantastic day.